What up, Elite? Welcome to the second episode of the Elite Debate. I'm your host, Chuck Taylor. Got Bradley Bayless in the house, Cobra A. Smith, and our special guest, Beamen, Bagelman, whatever the fuck you want to call him, man.
Hey,
Cheese man.
I believe it's Benjamin Begelman. Please,
All right.
please put some respect on it.
Yup.
Nicknames.
We had a couple topics last week, and one of the things that we talked about were Beamen choking under the bright lights, or if you guys thought he choked under the bright lights. And the first topic of the show today is going to be Snypz Gate. Let me know what you guys think about that. Beamen, let me know what you think about that.
Well, I mean, it's no secret. I think every time Snypz hosts one of my shows or one of my games, it's a show, frankly, because the way I be getting my ass kicked in those games, it's a show. I'm 0-2. I said it, and I mean it. I don't want to do in the Super Bowl, man. That is embarrassing. But I don't think it's a bright light thing. I mean, obviously, first Super Bowl, I think you guys see it. I won it. And Russell won it. But yeah, man, I have not played well in the front. Honestly, I think I just be getting hell excited to hear TTC next to my name or something. I kid you not. The first game before he did my first game, I messaged him. I was like, "Get ready for TTC on the first play," and it was just dumb. I just get caught in my own head, man. You know it. Look, Cobra know it.
Yeah.
He told me he was gonna run the very first play, and he didn't even run it. I was
Cobra or
very upset.
B mentions. I feel a little insulted here. Benjamin Begelman over there mentions Cobra knows he gets it in his head, right? I think if anybody knows that, I think I know. I think I know.
So you really want to go there?
No, let's not. Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
No, you brought it up.
It's fine.
All right. Yeah, I mean, we won't touch on that part. That was something, but we can touch on the fact that it was beginning of second quarter. He was breaking your own rules and wasting clock with you clock on. So, yeah, that did get in my head because it pissed me off.
It's all good. You got the W, right? It's all good.
That's all that matters.
Hey, but Bradley, you gotta say something, man. Last week you said that you thought Beamen was overrated.
Yeah, can you talk on that?
We can't let that go.
So I feel like what I was trying to get at there was kind of taken the wrong way. That was never meant to be an insult towards B. If anything, it was a compliment towards B, because it was kind of like it was a rhetorical question. Like, there's no way anybody in the league would say B is the most overrated guy in the league, and like I was piggybacking off the bit of Estrada being in the Super Bowl, you know? So there's what that was about. That was kind of the point I was trying to make with that. I wasn't trying to like throw shade the way of B, because that's not what it was at all. Like I was trying to make a
you
point.
said
that B was overrated.
I said I phrased the question. I said, how would you and the rest of the league respond if I did say Benjamin Begelman was overrated? I never said he was.
To be fair, you also said if you take away a Super Bowl. So yeah, if you take away all my wins and everybody still thought I was as good as I am now, sure, I'd be overrated. But you can't take away wins. That's just not how the shit works.
So is Estrada overrated, B?
What wins does he have?
He's been to the Super Bowl.
Since.
Look, I mean, I think there's two parts to this, right? There's just sticks, like stick skill. Can you play, right? I mean, going to Super Bowl season 1, usually because everyone got these stock rosters, not a lot of movements. A lot of people, if you have a good team, you'll go. He did that. I give him that. But frankly, I think he's lacking on the building a team piece, because Baker Mayfield hasn't gotten better. Actually, he's gotten worse. It's still a star. He traded Odell. He did get Gilmore. Gilmore's nice. But honestly, I haven't looked at his record since then, but I don't know. Apparently he was in the best division 2 weeks ago, so I guess there's a little bit of an excuse. But since you took that away, where are you at? Since you took that away, I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know if I would say he's in the best division anymore. I kind of touched on it earlier today in the wire, but Chuck, I think your division's starting to fall off the map a little bit. You're the only one over there in the AFC North with a winning record at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, OC's still OC. He's going to show up. He had a rough start. He had a tough part of his first half of the schedule was a little tough. But this kind of goes into our second topic: contender or pretenders. So who are people that you guys see? I'm going to throw out a couple names and just blurt it out rapid fire. Contender or pretender? True talent.
It depends who he's playing.
No, just is he a contender to get to the Super Bowl?
It depends who he's playing.
That's
It depends who he's playing.
Like rapid fire. Just
Yeah,
say it.
come
Say it.
on, man.
First thing that comes to mind.
Pretender.
I'm gonna say contender. He beat me week 1.
Contender.
All right.
I'm gonna say pretender because I think his success is dependent on kind of, as Cobra was saying, who he's playing.
Yeah, but you can say that really about everybody.
Anyone.
That's what I'm just.
Yeah,
Kinda-
it's rapid fire.
It's a game.
I don't necessarily.
Hold on. We can evaluate afterwards. Let's do rapid fire, and then we can take some step back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tweets.
Contender.
Contender.
All right, Alex.
Pretender.
He be pretending as fuck. He be pretending like he's interested in this game.
Hey, I think his level of interest has increased. Okay, he's doing the whole pick'em thing. He's doing the whole pick'em thing. Okay, and he's really invested in making meme avatars right now for guys. He's up in my DMs like every day, being like, "Yo, give me avatars for this person, for this person." So,
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
South.
contender.
Who?
Arturo, man.
Pretender.
Man, he ain't got Lamar or Julio. Pretending.
No, it ain't even that. It's the defense. He don't play to his strength. South always been a defense run first guy. He got rid of all his defenders, and he can't stop nobody. But he's always played one way. Now all this, let me get a big superstar quarterback. He never played like that. So he stopped doing what works. No.
Fair.
Debo.
Contender.
I'm not even going to mention Beeman. Beeman's a contender. I mean, he's won a bowl. Bread.
Contender.
Red's a contender.
Obviously.
All right. Cobra.
Pretender.
Nah. F you and F that. Contender.
Pretender.
What do you say, Bradley? Quiet.
I'm on the fence.
Quiet, man.
I'm on the fence.
Nah, don't be on the fence. Nah, don't play that shit. Just tell him what it is.
I'm on the fence.
That's-
I
really
would
think-
say
You want to say
contender.
man.
I would say contender.
Pretender.
You hesitated, man.
Yeah, that you know what that
You're
means.
just being nice.
No. So
Look, I'm not gonna go and chat and whine about it like these other pussies be doing when somebody says something that they don't like.
listen, I think Cobra's defense is probably like the most pain in the butt defense
Rapid
I've
fire,
played.
motherfucker. Contender or pretender?
Contender.
All right, that's J-Mac.
Pretender.
Whoa, that was quick.
I had to think about what team he was.
He beat up Jets. He beat OC
The
a
Jets.
couple weeks ago, man.
Contender.
Yeah,
He whooped on show in the playoffs.
So whipping on show doesn't mean anything to me. Like, I know you guys put show up on a high pedestal. I haven't seen that from him. Like, I don't have the history with.
OC. He beat OC.
He beat OC, but I've seen him get thumped multiple times in the playoffs. Like, I'm not like following J-Mac's games every week, so like I don't know him in and out. But when I think of J-Mac, what I think of is a perennial playoff team that continually falls short in the playoff and gets embarrassed in the playoffs.
So what is
All right,
it? So are we talking about Super Bowl contender or just like overall like these
Yeah,
guys?
no, Super Bowl contender. I'm not mentioning anyone that's won the Super Bowl. So I'm not mentioning Beeman. I'm not mentioning Chuck. I'm not mentioning OC. I'm mentioning everyone else. The last person, Doc.
Pretender.
Doc's always going to be a contender because he
He runs the ball and
fucking
plays
clock.
defense.
Yeah, he's going to be a contender because he runs the fucking clock. So he's always going to be in the game unless somebody completely jumps on him early, which is damn near impossible by the way he holds the ball.
Yeah,
I
no,
say
agree.
pretender for the simple fact that I haven't his offense is so one dimensional, and like I use that as a knock against him. But like we seen OC go into the playoffs and win the bowl playing a very one dimensional game. So
Not
maybe
really,
that's
because OC won the Super Bowl playing the exact same way that Doc plays. The exact same way.
yeah,
Running
that's
and
what I'm
controlling
saying.
the
That's
clock.
what I'm saying. Like I'm
So I
like
can't shit on
bashing
Doc. I
Doc
can't
for
shit on
that,
Doc.
but OC
I
did
can't
it.
shit on Doc and give OC credit for when he does the same thing.
Facts. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say a contender for Doc. I think Doc's toughest road would be just the fact that he has to go through Chuck, he has to go through Bread. Outside of that, because I think we all know if Bread can put up 21 points in 45 seconds, and what's Doc gonna do
Mhm.
after that? You can't RPO your way to 21 points in a quarter. But if he gets that lead, you got Henry, that man's a contender.
Yep.
But
All right.
honestly, I would like just touch on Doc before we circle back and like talk about it. If he gets a lead, if he's in the Super Bowl, and we can run through the list of NFC teams, I think he has a good shot against any of them in the Super Bowl. Regular season beat me. I'm gonna put up 50 points and probably beat him by 20 points. But playing me in the Super Bowl, and Snypz is broadcasting. I don't know, he might win.
Anything goes, man. Everything's out the window. But all right, so that's pretty much all we have, unless if you guys want to add anything for this show. But I will say that the guest on the next show is going to be Doc. So if you do have anything to say,
Fred!
if you have anything that you want to say to Doc, let him know what's up right now, man.
So
Doc, stop running the fucking clock, man, and just play the game. Stop running the fucking clock and just play the game.
So speaking on behalf of our league commissioner, Bread, what really kind of ignited this topic, or the whole topic from our first episode, where like Cobra and I were discussing who we think is the most overrated in the league, what really ignited that topic? I asked Bread in chat one night, "Yo, Bread, who is the most overrated owner in the league?" And his response to this was Doc.
Yeah, keep in mind, Red Hat was off a few. He also, you know how Brett is. Every week he gonna pick a new target, and lucky for Doc, he's been his target for a few weeks. But like, don't read too much. You know how Brett is.
Speaking of, how Brett is. What do you guys think is going on in Kansas City? Like, I don't know if I've ever seen Bread in a CFM go the entire cycle without winning a bowl.
I have. You're also referencing Brett from like 5-6 years ago when he was ruthless. Listen, Brett will compete with anyone day in and day out. But you're also holding on to the Jesus version of Brett that you so hold dear in your heart. Brett is, I hate to say it, a lot like me. Fucks up in the playoffs, will always kill people in regular season, but I don't know, man. He's starting to look a lot like Beamen. Choke artists.
So, would you say Bread is overrated?
No, I would never say that because it's Bread. And I think it's the same thing with me. Like, you would never bet against me because, if I'm playing or Brett playing the way he should be playing, he'll beat anyone.
So
sometimes he doesn't play the way he should be playing.
What
Case in point, Bossman. That game with Bossman. He nearly lost that.
Bossman, I think, might be one of the most underrated guys in the league.
So Brett shouldn't beat him by
Boss is two ways. Boss is going to either play you tough or you're going to get smacked. It's
True.
one or the other with Boss. Ain't no fucking in between. That's just what Boss do. He's going to play you tough or beat you, or he going to get his shit twisted.
So
no in betweens, man.
Nope.
Following up with B retorting to my question of have you guys seen Bread go an entire cycle without winning a bowl? When did you see him go an entire cycle without winning a bowl?
The last
Last
time,
cycle.
Last cycle?
the current cycle,
Last
The current
PS4,
cycle.
cycle on
before we
PS4?
folded.
I wouldn't put stock in that.
What do
He
you
playing on two different systems, right?
wait? What?
Hey, BB, he won
He
last
did.
year in MHU.
And
Madden.
He won. Yeah, he won. He won
looking,
MHU last
I'm
season.
looking at MHU's
But
Daddy
Cincy,
Leagues right
but
now.
Cincy,
He has three
before-
Super
whoa, whoa.
Bowls from last cycle in MHU.
Yeah, I'm talking about current cycle.
Yeah,
I don't think did he have 3 or 2. I don't know. Fucking doesn't matter.
three. I'm
He didn't
looking
have
at
one
it
this.
right now.
He didn't have one this cycle, and the cycle.
This cycle's still going though.
No, first of all, talking about look at you, man. This guy, look, you retort something. He's like, but it's still going. He still has hope. Man, give up on this man. Give up on him like you gave up on me on this Super Bowl, Super Bowl 1. Like you gave up on me on week 5. Give up.
B, let me tell you something. I'm probably never going to say this again, but I've never given up on you. If someone held a gun to my head and was like, list the top guys in the league, I would probably list you as number 1. It would be a toss up between you and Chuck.
But back to the Bread thing. No, I think you guys all know I respect Bread. I think he's better than me personally. But it's just you're either going to see two sides of Bread. You're going to see Bread that is going to throw 4 picks and not really care, or you're going to see the Bread that's going to, going to just murk you. When I say murk you, he's going to throw at least 5 bombs to Tyreek Hill, and there's nothing you can do to stop it, and he will not care. And then he's going to run it down and throw Saquon Barkley. And that's the Bread.
Are you going to see the Bread against OC where he had the game and just pissed it away, throwing stupid check down to Barkley?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He was up.
Facts.
He was up in that game. He had the ball. He threw a pick 6, right?
Yep. He said he pressed the wrong button. He threw that shit right to the DB on that check down, and he was throwing that whole second half.
Yeah, and I was surprised to see Bread have that few points in any game. I don't care who he's playing. But man's not overrated. Still a contender. But he has not won a Super Bowl this cycle. Did finish PS4 cycle, this current Madden, without a Super Bowl in MHU, for the record.
I think, hey, Brad, I think you got to really clarify that. What defines overrated? Like my man Estrada, he got stick skills. Nobody's saying he's trash.
Yeah.
But when it comes to when he can't play a certain way, it's a wrap. Bottom line.
I think Beeman hit it on the head though, man. Like as the franchise has gone on, his roster has continuously gotten worse. So that's hurt him. I mean, my roster's gotten better. OC's roster has gotten better. It's hard to compete. Your roster has gotten better. But
I definitely agree on that. When I think about the moves that Estrada was making in season 1, he was making a lot more moves than what he's made as
I think Cobra's the one who called it too. As soon as he got rid of
Cynthia, I'm gonna tell you what I told Chuck. As soon as he traded Odell, I said it was over.
You did say
exactly what I told him. I said as soon as he traded Odell, it was a wrap. You're not gonna be able to chub niggas to death. There's no threat of you throwing if it's not to the tight end.
Yeah.
I told him it was over as soon as he got rid of Odell. Because you don't have to respect nobody back there. Nobody.
Yeah. I mean, I think did he trade Odell for Gilmore? Or how did he get Gilmore? Whatever it was a knee-jerk reaction.
He traded for Peter. He traded the people. He traded a first-round pick for him. And then the Odell trade, he traded for one of Chevy's weak-ass receivers. Was fast.
And he something else or whatever.
Yeah. So, I thought his Gilmore trade, although on paper was nice, it was like, you got to win now. I thought it was almost a knee-jerk reaction to the Super Bowl him and I had, where DK just did DK things. He gonna do that really against anyone but Jalen.
Yeah, but that's his fault though. When you was playing that game, and I was talking to you during the game, and I was like, "Yo, this game's gonna be over because look at the way he's playing him. He's just playing a one-on-one, just like that's a regular dude out there. Bomb. I'm like, okay, so he's just gonna keep doing the same shit. I'm like, I bet. That's his fault by the way he was playing fucking defense.
Yeah. But yeah, he didn't. I mean, that trade I think also kind of doomed him because he literally traded to win season 2, and then didn't make enough noise season 2.
Yeah.
Whenever you trade a first round draft pick that early, it's like, well, you better either get a player that's gonna last the entire cycle.
Yeah, like why trade for Gilmore when your defense is already fucking good?
And
Like,
look at the corners he had.
Exactly. He didn't need to trade for him.
At all.
Like, I'm gonna trade for a corner. Meanwhile, OC and Chuck are running down my fucking throat. I mean, you need to trade for some beef up front.
Yep.
Facts. But yeah, no, I think honestly I think everyone in here can play. Like frankly, it's probably like five guys that will never make any noise. But even like I think we'd all say like, you know, a season ago, like Cardinals ain't that good. But that man's even this season, his record does not attune for how good I think he actually is. And I was surprised when I played him. What was that last week? I played him last week, and I was like, "This is not the same dude I played for 3 straight seasons." But
dude, I was fighting for my life in that game, dude. I was like, I cannot lose to the Cardinals, man.
I mean, I could play anyone close, but it was, and you know, the score will show it. But like, it was a different feel. Like I wasn't playing the same person. I almost wanted to make a joke, but like, bro, who's playing for you?
No, the cool part is he used to be real good back in the day.
Yeah,
like real fucking good.
Who?
Chosen. Oh. Yeah, he used to be like CB. That's how I feel. So like when Cincy asked me who was the most overrated, I was like, I really can't come up with nothing. But I was like, let me go down the list. I can come up with somebody because most of these cats can play. There's a couple of cats who I think fucking stink, but I don't feel like throwing no dirt on nobody right now. I do that shit at a later date.
Yeah. But I think a lot of it comes down to GM skills. At the end of the day, because it is a league of people that can play. All right, well, show me what your roster looks like season 3, right? Season 4. Did you manage your cap? Speaking on managing cap, you said Doc next week.
Doc, we need one of them YouTube tutorials of cap. And I don't mean the shit that I got on my head either.
I mean, like a lot of it comes down to that. I mean, it's just if you're gonna play with these guys who play at a high level. Look at Brett. This man, he had a shitty cap situation and still has one of the best teams. I don't even know how he finessed some of these trades.
Oh, I hear you looking at one of them right
now. You know, come on, man. You heard me clear my throat. But yeah, I mean, like it's all about how you're gonna manage that team, because it's easy to have to play with a 92 overall team when you're good. It's hard to be good and play with a 76 overall team and try to be someone with that kind of team. Like it's just. You got to be able to play. You got to be able to manage your team. You got to be able to count and know about cap things, because some niggas can't count. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Normally, listen, I always suck at Madden, but something I've always proud myself on is building a team. This cycle, my time with the Buccaneers, I've never been more disappointed in myself ever when it comes to running a team. I ruined that team. I'm looking forward to having a chance of redemption, possibly next cycle. But
I just got a question before we go off the air. Like, you can answer this while we all here.
Okay.
What was the point of trading Levante David? What was the point of trading Villa? What was the point of trading Winfield? Like, literally, what was the point of trading those dudes?
So Levante David was a I needed to make cap space, and he was up for a new contract. So that was just purely about cap. The other 2 trades, I was only expecting the league to run 3 seasons, and I might have been throwing some bones to some homies. But let's not talk about that.
What'd you just say?
I mean,
nothing.
At the same time, I don't think Winfield is my Winfield on the Buccaneers right now.
Well, obviously,
I'm gonna give the whole league a heads up. He gonna hate this, but if Chuck hits you for somebody, say no.
Don't trade with Chuck. Don't trade with Chuck. Say no.
It's okay to say no.
I tell people, I've told multiple people this. if you trade with Chuck, you're gonna get done over. Okay, you're gonna get done over. You're not gonna win that trade. Chuck is gonna win. Chuck is gonna win the deal.
This episode's not gonna air. But okay, so hey, since Cobra is offering advice, I'm gonna offer someone else advice. Cincy, if someone hits you for a deal, just say no. No. Don't do it. Just build what you have.
Listen, I'm normally a lot better, but this cycle, like, I thought it was just going to be 3 seasons, man. I thought it was just going to be 3 seasons.
Granted, this is the first season. First cycle we've been involved together.
Yeah.
At least, obviously, we did have done stuff in the past with media, but like since you playing, the fact that you traded a rookie safety, you traded via. What else? You traded so obviously I respect the Levante David thing because I always trade older players that are good for younger players or draft picks. So I kind of respect that move. But the Winfield trade, if you trade rookies,
listen. Okay. Also, to double down on my defense, originally,
I can't take your claim of being a good GM serious if you're trading rookies that have a dev, ever.
Chuck played on my heartstrings. He's all like I'm a Vikings fan. Winfield Sr. played for the Vikings. I really want him, Cincy. I really want him. Like, he played on my heartstrings, man.
It might have been a good deal. It might have been a good deal. It might have been a good deal. He might have given you 3 firsts. Might give you 3 firsts.
Looks like we are like 26 and a half minutes deep into this right now. So I think we're going to wrap it up. Good episode, guys. B, thanks for hopping on.
Remember, Cincy.
Thank you, guys.
Remember, Cincy. This is before we sign off.
Say no.
Just say no.
Say no and don't trade with Chuck.
Except the Chuck. Say yeah.
Yeah. Peace, guys. See ya.
He probably already got a deal for next match and already done.
Probably.